The Magical Christmas Glasses, Part 3. He continued observing, his professional detachment gradually softening. That old man sitting alone by the fountain. He's waiting for someone who isn't going to show up, isn't he? Ms. Miracle nodded. His wife of 52 years. She passed away in March, but they always did their Christmas shopping together on this date. He couldn't bear to break the tradition. Marcus removed the glasses, blinking rapidly. He handed them back to Ms. Miracle, along with the folder. "Everything seems to be in order," he said, his official tone at odds with the emotion in his eyes. "Thank you for your cooperation." As he stood to leave, Ms. Miracle spoke softly. "The first holiday after a loss is always the hardest, Marcus. Whether it's a death or a divorce, the empty space where someone should be feels especially vast during celebrations." He stiffened. "How did you—" "The glasses work both ways," she explained gently. "When you truly see others, you also become visible yourself." Marcus nodded once, a barely perceptible acknowledgement, then walked away. But Ms. Miracle noticed that he detoured past the elderly man at the fountain, pausing to say something that made the man smile for the first time that day. As the afternoon progressed, the impact of the glasses began to ripple through the mall in subtle but significant ways. Zoe from the coffee shop started writing small, encouraging messages on cups for customers who seemed to be struggling. A group of teenagers who had tried the glasses pooled their money to buy lunch for a homeless man who had come into the mall to escape the cold. Store clerks who had been mechanically processing transactions began making genuine connections with harried shoppers. Not everyone was pleased with these developments. Richard Hargrove, the mall manager, observed the growing activity around Ms. Miracle's booth with increasing concern. The mall operated on predictability and controlled experiences. Spontaneous human connection wasn't part of the business model. "This is becoming disruptive," he informed Ms. Miracle when he returned to her booth late in the afternoon. "People are lingering instead of shopping. That elderly man by the fountain has been sitting there for hours. Those teenagers should be spending money, not giving it away to vagrants." Ms. Miracle regarded him thoughtfully. "The mall seems more alive today than when I arrived this morning. Isn't that good for business in the long run?" Richard's frown deepened. "That's not the point. We have protocols, expectations. This, whatever this is, doesn't fit our holiday plan." "Perhaps the plan could expand to include authentic human connection," Ms. Miracle suggested. "After all, isn't that what the holiday season is truly about?" "That's not," Richard began, then stopped himself. "Look, you can stay until closing today since you have authorization, but I'll be reviewing whether this booth should continue tomorrow." As he turned to leave, Ms. Miracle called after him. "Mr. Hargrove, you haven't tried the glasses yourself. Wouldn't it be appropriate to fully understand the experience before making a decision about its value?" Richard paused, clearly torn between his desire to dismiss the whole thing and his professional responsibility to assess the situation thoroughly. "Fine," he said after a moment, returning to the booth. "One quick try and then I need to get back to actual work." Ms. Miracle had set aside a special pair for him hours earlier, simple wire frames that wouldn't draw attention but were crafted with particular care. She handed them to him without comment. Richard put them on with the efficiency of someone completing an unwelcome task. "I don't see anything special," he reported after a cursory glance around. "Just the same old—" He stopped mid-sentence, his attention caught by something across the atrium. Ms. Miracle followed his gaze to where a young woman was arranging a display in the window of a struggling boutique. "Do you know her?" she asked. "That's Lily Chen, our events coordinator," Richard replied, still staring. "She's helping that store with their display, even though it's not her job. She's always doing things like that, going beyond her responsibilities, trying to help the smaller retailers survive." There was a note of wonder in his voice, as if he was seeing a familiar person in an entirely new light. "The glasses reveal what we already know, but haven't fully acknowledged," Ms. Miracle explained quietly. Richard continued scanning the mall, his expression shifting from skepticism to surprise to something approaching dismay. "So many people are struggling," he murmured. "That cashier at the department store, she's in physical pain but can't afford to take time off.